Hi, my name is Peyton Graham, and I was the front end developer for this project. This is our software development project called WebGuard. Next.
Um, Hello, my name is Arnold Azimi. I worked on the README and contributing. And I work on it.
Hi everyone, my name is Sakni. I worked on the back end feature for the WebGuard project. WebGuard is a web scanner vulnerability tool that looks for vulnerability in web application, domain, and also raw code. So we're gonna be talking about our project and also demonstrating how it works.
WebGuard is a security tool designed to help users find vulnerabilities. It allows users to scan websites, upload files, and paste code for analysis. It uses real tools like Nuclei and Bandit to detect issues. The goal is to help users catch basic security problems early. The problem we focused on is that many websites have hidden security vulnerabilities. Developers often miss basic issues in their code. Manual testing takes a lot of time, and beginners don't always have access to simple tools. And the tools that do have access to are very complex. So our solution is WebGuard. It provides a simple platform where users can test security easily. Users can scan websites, upload files, and they can also paste code. The system then analyzes everything and shows results in a very clear format. So the main features for WebGuard are URL vulnerability scanning, file upload analysis, and code review. It also provides real-time results and is designed to be simple and user-friendly. As the front-end developer, I help focus on making the interface clean and easy to use. Um, so this is our system design. The slide shows how the system works. The user inputs a URL, a file, or a code through the front end. The backend then processes this request and sends it to tools like Nuclei and Bandit. Then the results are generated and returned in user-friendly formats like PDF or JSON. So this is the URL scanning feature. The user enters a website link and selects a scan type. After that, the system checks for vulnerabilities like security headers or injector virus or things like that, and this helps to identify the risk on the website when it's live. And this is the file upload. This feature allows users to upload a file for analysis. The system scans the files for things like secrets or unsafe codes, and it's useful for developers who want to test their files very quickly. And this is the code section. This feature allows users to upload code directly. So instead of submitting an entire file, you can just do a small piece of code and it checks for vulnerabilities. So to summarize, WebGuard is a simple platform for security analysis. It supports scanning URLs, files, and code. It combines multiple tools to improve detection and gives clear results. We focus on usability and efficiency. In conclusion, for the slides, we successfully developed a functional web security tool. We implemented multiple features like scanning and code analysis. We integrated real security tools and followed a software development lifecycle. We achieved our main project goals, and the project is available in GitHub at this link.
Okay, thank you, Peyton, for walking us through the slides. So, Arnold, you gonna be taking over.
Thank you, Peyton, for that introduction. I'll just go through the GitHub here and show some of the important code that was used in this project. So this is the homepage of our GitHub. The first thing I'd like to go through is the front end. Here is the code for the file upload. And it's pretty important as well, in terms of making that front end look neat and actually uploading files. The second part I would like to go through is the code review. A lot of this work was done, of course, by the front end developer. I mostly worked on the GitHub. And I guess the last thing I'll just go through here is this URL scan. And then I'd like to move to the function, which is our backend. The heavy lifting was done by Sakoni as well. So in here we have the scanners in this folder. Is the Band-Aid runner and the secrets runner. So, and then we have the URL scanners in this folder with the course check. A lot of the code was done in Python and the SQL map runner. And I'd like to go down to the README as well, just to show some of the structure of the code. Here's how we run the project normally. You have to do the git clone and then cd webguard to get into the directory before using Docker to start the project. And here's the quick start, and then the project structure, which is how everything is placed in this GitHub. I would just like to show the contribution as well, which I did a lot of work on, and the security aspect as well of the project. But that's mostly all I have to show. If Sakoni has something to continue with, that would be great.
Hey everyone, so this is basically our project. This is the home page where it's basically talking about an overview of it, find what attackers find before they do. And this is a detection with the language support database scan and detection accuracy. And this is the three ways to analyze one rule engine, which is a URL scanner, where a user can input a domain for it to scan for vulnerability, or you upload your file. And we have few file extensions that are allowed, and we also have code review. And one of the good thing about our project is the code review, where you put in some line of code doesn't have any limitation. You can put as thousands of lines of code you wish to. These are the three steps: no setup, provide the target, run the engine, and review findings. So this is also mapped to the OWASP and the CWE. Every finding traces back to the standard industry standard reference, so your team knows exactly what they found. This is different when we have the SQL injection, the remote code execution, the weak cryptography, the CROS misconfiguration, the vulnerable dependency. We have the cross-class scripting, we have the hard-coded credential, we have the missing security headers, we have the insecure cookies flag, and we have the improper input validation. And ready to find what's broken. This is open the scan console, run your first, and this is no installation, no sign up, no payment information. We also had to make sure that only run scan system you will not have authorization to test. So going over up, we're gonna click on the start scanning. So when a user click on the start scanning, is depending on what you want to do. If it's the URL scanning, the file upload, the code review, you're gonna have to be choosing it. And like Arnold said earlier on how to install it on GitHub. So this is basically it too. This is our logs on my terminal. This is my log on terminal when you do the Docker compose up after moving here. So right now this is on my music directory. Then this is all the logs, and now we have option depending on what I do. I will have to be going with the URL scanner. So right now, do I want a quick standard or deep? So it's gonna be asking for a domain. So I'm gonna be using this banking website. It's a vulnerable bank which has vulnerabilities though. So we're gonna be putting it into it for it to scan. So I'm gonna ask you confirm that you have the authorization to scan this target here. Okay, scan. So right now it's loading and it's brought out some vulnerabilities. Now we have the missing content policy. We have the access control allow origin refresh arbitrary output. We have the missing X frame. We have the missing. So it's also gonna tell you the tools which flagged all this. We also have the server banner disclosure Cloudflare. We have the missing. Now I can export this as JSON. So let me quickly open the JSON. So this is a JSON format. You can see the line. No, you can also see that the code heading missing. You have the status new. And going over down to the PDF, we can. So this is a PDF of. So this is a source generated with the time zone scan duration 0.9 seconds, 2 used. Then we have 3 high, 1 million, 3 low, and 1 informational. And this is basically it. Talking about the header, the line of code which it was being found. So back to our, yeah, so it has 3 options: quick, standard, or deep. So now we can go back here to choose the file upload, or we have an option to just go here. And now we have different extensions .py.js, .ts, .java, .php, .ruby, and .go. Right now I'm gonna try to upload a I'm gonna try to upload the vulnerable code here. I'm gonna be using um file. So now it's gonna bring down a whole bunch of what it believes to be a vulnerability on that file. It's using a probable insecure usage of temp file directory, a Python security, a injection, a starting process. So this is basically it's usually the same process: export JSON, export PDF, or then we can go over code. We can paste a line of code. Right now, you can paste in a code. It's gonna auto detect it or choose the language you want. But right now, I'm gonna load a sample of code to see the one is gonna flag up. Now it's bringing out 3 high. It says it's found a Stripe access token posing a risk payment processing service and sensitive financial data, which from here it also has the possible SQL injection through strange query construction. And we also have the use of possible insecure function considering safer and as a so we also so when you click on here it's gonna show you the here flag by bandit and that's also here when you click on it it's gonna show you from where username which is basically from here. This is all the lines of code from talking about the possible SQL injection over here. It's gonna be it's gonna be talking about the it's gonna be talking the line it's gonna be showing the line of code. Then we also have here found a Stripe payment. So when we click on it, so this is the API key and stuff. So basically that is what our tool does. The webguard is a very nice web security scanner tool that finds vulnerability and it has a 90% accuracy. And this is basically everything about our tool and for our class projects. So our presentation comes to an end and I wanna give a shout out to my team members and also our professor. Thank you everyone.